Diego Luna says that he is almost done with Andor, and I don't mean that in a negative way. On the red carpet at this year's Emmy Awards, Variety magazine had the opportunity to talk to Cassian Andor himself, Diego Luna. When he was asked about the second and final season of the show, the actor said that he had 7 days of shooting left and was headed back to London the day after the awards ceremony. He also reiterated that the good thing about Andor in his mind is that we know it has an ending. It's nice to work knowing there's an ending. He said you can aim for something. And finally, they asked him if he thinks he will appear again in Star Wars projects, and he replied simply, "I'll always be part of the family." Andor was nominated for multiple Emmys, including Outstanding Drama Series, but unfortunately, it did not win anything. One of the things that I took away from that is, the question of Diego Luna when they asked him if he would be back for any Star Wars. Well, spoiler alert, I'm sorry if you haven't seen Rogue One, it does not end well for our friend Cassian Andor. As he said, they're shooting for an ending, and it's pretty clear. But I would love to see some other Cassian Andor stories. Am I crazy? I feel like there's a certain Star Wars vibe about him that I honestly, when I first saw him being cast and I first saw the trailers, I wasn't sold on him as a Star Wars character. And now to me, I feel like he's one of the coolest, one of the most interesting Star Wars characters out there.
I agree 100%. And that doesn't always necessarily make for, exciting television when we agree on something, but like, Diego Luna has a passion for this character, and it comes out every time he's on a red carpet, every time he does an interview. He was with our friends from Father Son Galaxy last year for Podathon, and they got to ask him questions. He loves this character. He loves the opportunity to get to do this. You see this with certain actors along the way. Honestly, I feel like, contrary to how we feel about his role with The Mandalorian, like Pedro Pascal feels this way about his character in Last of Us. Like you see some of these same connecting points. It's something that they're passionate about. And I would love to see, some more Diego Luna stories. If there's a way, if a movie crops up 4 years down the road and there's some way to figure, do a little de-aging, that's fine. Everybody's getting a little, computer Botox at some point. Hit him up, give him the opportunity, do some animated stuff. That would be a great way to tell some Cassian Andor stories that fall more in the Clone Lines, avenue. Let him voice it. It's such a unique perspective, and it's such a unique actor and character, because that's the other thing too. We've had tons of British actors, we've had American actors, but to have a Hispanic actor come in, I think he's Mexican, right? And so to have him come in and be able to bring this kind of totally new, part of somebody in somebody's personal, who they are in real life, into Star Wars adds so much to this world that's already being built.
Yeah, and I think if they do bring him back, and again, I would fully support it. I would love to see more Cassian. I don't want it to be a Darth Maul kind of, sure, the beach blew up that he was sitting on, but now he's fine. He's half robotic. I don't want to see that, because they are giving us 4 years of Cassian's life in Andor season 2. Leading up, and in fact, some of the stuff that I just that literally came out hours before we went on about from Genevieve O'Reilly about sort of the tone that this season is going to take. Obviously, there's not going to be a lot of characters back. However, it is an opportunity to tell us some other stories in that time frame. 4 years, we're only going to get 12 hours of it. Let's see maybe a couple more stories from Cassian.
And if nothing else, he's a compelling character.
Yeah.
Cassian Andor is somebody that I go, I want to see more of this. It drives the narrative. It totally worked. Lightning in a bottle.
100%.